Hey everyone, it's B and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a get ready with me / get to know me video, and the reason behind this is because I just realized that I've never actually done a proper introduction about who I am. If you guys have been following me for a while and you have also been subscribed to my old YouTube channel, then you guys would know na kahit doon, wala akong proper get to know me video. I literally just started vlogging on a whim. So I thought I would do this today to forge a better connection with you guys. And what better way to do it than with a simple sit-down video while I share my everyday makeup routine. So before we begin, I've actually done my skincare already. Gumamit ako ng bagong sunscreen, and it is this one, the Haro Haro Wonder Black Rice Mineral Sunscreen. It has SPF 50+, PA4+. And because it is a mineral sunscreen, medyo may konti siyang white cast, but it is manageable. Basta in small amounts lang yung application. Pero yung finish niya, grabe. Sobrang ganda because it has a powdery matte finish. So perfect to, lalo na ngayon sa weather in the UAE. This sunscreen will really help. Hindi siya oily on the skin, and I feel like okay siya na primer or base before your makeup routine. So let's start with the Maybelline Fit Me Fresh Tint. I am in the shade number 5. Sobrang ganda ng skin tint na to, and it's mainly because perfect shade match siya for my skin. And with that, let's start with my name. My name is actually Bianca Denise, hence my nickname, which is B, or my username, which is B Denise. My birthday is, I actually don't share my birthday, so that is a fun fact about me. Hindi ko share yung birthday ko or yung zodiac sign ko or even my Chinese year, because I feel like when people ask for it, they're already getting a preconceived notion about a particular person. So, hindi ko siya sinasabi or hindi ko siya dinidisclose even online. And kahit mga friends ko, whenever they greet me, they never greet me in public. Mga close friends ko lang yung nakakaalam kung kailan talaga yung birthday ko. And I only reveal my birthday if the situation calls for it. Otherwise, ayun, I really don't like sharing my birthdays with anyone. So that's one fun fact. I have been in the UAE for over 20 years now. So UAE is my home. I was born in the Philippines, but I was raised here in the UAE. Dito na ako nag-aral ng grade school, high school, pero nung college, bumalik ako ng Philippines. Before grade 11 and 12 even existed in the Philippines, dito sa school na napag-aralan ko, required na mag-grade 11 and 12 before you get into college. But because we didn't want to waste any time, umuwi na lang ako ng Pilipinas so that right after 4th year, makapag-college ako kaagad. But after I graduated, bumalik din ako kaagad dito sa UAE. Okay, so next for my brows, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Brow Pomade. From the Philippines, when I got here, my first job, first ako nagtrabaho sa isang publication company here in the UAE. If naabutan nyo pa yung Read magazine sa mga metro stations, I used to be a writer for that magazine. But eventually, nag-close yung publication na pinag-workan ko. And then, I have been in social media ever since. So, I am a full-time content creator, but hopefully by God's grace, I will be able to do YouTube full-time, because if there's anything I'm really passionate about, it's vlogging and blogging. Ever since college pa ako, sobrang passionate na ako about vlogging era pa at that time. Tumblr days, if you guys remember Tumblr. Yan, dun pa lang talaga mahilig na ako. And maybe it's one of the reasons why I got into publishing in the first place, kasi I really love sharing about my experiences, or if I have a new information, I love talking about it. Next, I'm sure you guys already know this, pero in case hindi nyo pa alam, I am obsessed and I love skincare. I love skincare more than makeup. Tumaan din ako sa face na sobrang hilig ko sa makeup. And then, eventually, I guess as you mature, syempre nagbabago din yung interests natin. The reason behind this is because nobody really taught me how to, take care of my skin. So, lagi lang sinasabi sa akin na, oh, it's normal, you're having acne, it's normal, it's normal, it's normal. And then eventually, I figured out on my own na hindi pala siya normal. And it's got something to do with hormones na pala. I had to do everything and do all the research on my own. And then eventually, I guess I just really enjoyed the process. And until today, kapag meron ako mga na-discover na magagandang skincare, if you guys follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you know that I always share my reviews or experiences with those skincare. And even if PR sila, I always make sure to share my honest reviews. I don't let the fact na, you know, I got them for free or that a brand sent them to me for free, I don't let that get in the way of my judgment. Kasi obviously, syempre, diba, sa akin din babalik yun. So, ayun lang naman. Next thing I'm gonna do is my eyeliner. I love wearing eyeliner. Ever since high school pa ako, lagi talaga akong naka-eyeliner. Here, I'm using the Maybelline Gel Liner. Alam niyo, nagbago yung formula ng eyeliner na to. Because I remember, back in college, nung ginagamit ko siya, hindi siya nagsasmudge or hindi siya bumababa sa, lower lash line. But when I got this again, hindi na same yung formula. I'm gonna do my eyes. I just need a little bit of concentration and then I'm gonna get back to you guys. Wait lang. So, sobrang tagal ko na nag-eyeliner. Sanay na ako. Mabilis na lang siyang gawin. Okay, so, next, what is the reason behind this YouTube channel? Why did I create it? Why am I doing vlogs? I just love documenting. That's one reason. I love storing memories. Ang sarap sa pakiramdam na you are able to access and go back to those memories and look back to, you know, the experiences that you've had in your lives. Wait lang, tapusin ko ulit to. The cameras that we have today, they are a literal time traveling machine because, you know, it allows you to capture moments na pwede niyong balik-balikan in the future. Before we proceed, I'm gonna use the Peripera Ink Velvet No. 3 for my blush. Sobrang pigmented nito, so as in, ganyan lang. Baka sumobra. Madali lang naman magdagdag, pero mahirap magbawas. Okay, so another reason why I started this YouTube channel is more than just the documenting process. It's also about my love for sharing. I mean, na-mention ko naman na kanina na ever since high school up to college, mahilig na talaga ako mag-vlog. And I think this is stemming from the fact that I grew up alone. I had no siblings, ate or kuya to talk to. Lalo na when you are in your adolescent age, there was nobody really guiding me through it. I just had to, you know, figure out everything on my own, do all the research on my own. And I mean, even if I did have friends back then, we were all going through the same thing. And sometimes also it's embarrassing to talk to your friends about what you're going through, lalo na during your adolescent years. Parang, oh, if I'm going through this, you should be going through the exact same thing. But, you know, transitioning from a kid to a young adult is a totally different journey for everybody. Hindi lahat tayo pare-parehas ng napagdadaanan or na-experience. And so, there are some things that you're not comfortable to talk to your friends about. And also, if you have an Asian parent, I mean, I'm not saying all, but majority of Asian parents, parang it's taboo to talk to them about a certain topic. Lalo na when you are in your adolescent stage. You can't just talk about, you know, sensitive topics with them. It's not common, kumbaga. So yeah, those are my two reasons, mainly for documenting and for sharing, in hopes that if you guys need anything or want to know anything, my channel will be the one to give those answers to you, or my channel will be an inspiration to you guys. So, ayun lang naman. So let's move on. For my lips, I'm using the Hamish Daylism lip gloss in the shade Sheer Red. Sobrang ganda ng kulay ng lip gloss na to. Obviously, it's not long lasting, but it is very hydrating. and overall it just gives you a very clean look. And finally, para lang makontrol yung oiliness ko dito sa T-zone, I'm using the Essence Banana Loose Powder. Sobrang nice neto kasi although nakaka-mattify siya, hindi siya yung overly mattified na parang it makes your skin look dry. Ito, ima-mattify niya yung skin mo but still retain that glowiness. Ganyan lang ako maglagay. I'm just gonna use a brush. And then just spread it evenly across my face. And one more fact about me pala before I end this video. I love reading books. Ayan, I am obsessed with books. Actually, nung lumalaki ako, hindi ako mahilig sa libro. But both my parents are avid readers. And naisip ko, bakit ako wala akong hilig sa pagbabasa? And I remember when I was a kid, meron kaming library period sa school. And so, you guessed it, you have to read the book for the 45 minutes. And I used to dread that period a lot kasi talagang wala akong tiyaga magbasa ng libro. And you might be thinking, di wag ko na lang basahin. No, it can't be kasi by the end of that class, our teachers would ask us kung ano yung nabasa namin so far. So, walang takas, girl. But anyway, one day, I came across a book and it's called Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. It's a coming-of-age book and it came at the perfect time. Yun yung nag-catapult for me na magbasa ng more books. So, essentially, it is about a girl who is about to get her period. At that time, mga nagdadalaga na din kami, and like I said earlier, nobody was telling us about all these changes that were going on in our body. And so I felt like that book came to me at the perfect time. It was speaking to me. And ever since that day, nagkaroon na ako ng love for books. And until today, sobrang hilig ko pa din magbasa ng libro. Maybe in the next video, I'll probably do like a monthly wrap-up of the books that I've read during that month. Let me know if you guys are interested and gagawin natin yan. Okay, so I guess that is it for this video. If you have reached the end, thank you so much for watching. I guess for now, that's everything that I have to share about me. And I hope that this video closed the gap between us, even if it's just a little bit. I hope you guys stick around. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!